Several people have asked me over the years whether Cebu City had a good sized sporting goods store. And it's finally here. Decathlon opened up at SM Cebu City Mall, and it is huge. And I mean huge. It is as large as I think anything I've seen in the USA, across the USA, the different big sporting goods places. It does not have, as far as I could tell, it does not have guns, rifles, shotguns. There was one other thing. I did not see fishing gear there. There are a few small fishing gear supply houses around Cebu City, Mandawi City, Lapu Lapu, um, but not anything very large that I'm aware of anyway. If you know of something like that, let us know. Anyway, one surprising thing I found is that the prices in here seem to be quite reasonable. In fact, even on the low side, you got surfing boards over there, and everything from surfing boards to running shoes, basketball shoes, all kinds of different types of shoes, swimwear, wetsuits for diving, tents, as you see right here. Big selection of tents. These couple guys I was talking to, I haven't seen a lot of camping sites around the Philippines, and they said, "Oh yeah, there's lots of camping sites. There's places you can camp by the beach. There's places to camp up in the mountains." So I'm going to have to do further research on that. I was aware of somebody here in the past year. I think they were going to set their tent up someplace and near a beach, and they were told, "No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. You can't put your tents up here." So yeah, there's areas where you can, areas where you're not allowed to, I guess. Obviously, makes sense. But anyway, yeah, a huge selection of tents, and prices are marked, which is something I really appreciate because I really get frustrated. I go into some of the department stores here in the Philippines, in Cebu City metropolitan area, food stores, grocery stores, the supermarkets, and so many things do not have price tags. And yeah, I can go get a price check, but they're, especially in the food stores, boy, that gets old and very annoying very quickly. So I generally just I don't buy there. I if I want something, I go to a different store, and if it's got a price that's reasonable, in my opinion, I'll pick it up at the other store. And I asked one of the kids, one of the stockers once. I said, why are there so many items not listed with the prices listed? And he said, probably increasing prices, sir. So another good reason to go search elsewhere, depending upon how badly you need that item. But yeah, just a huge selection. Skateboards, roller blades, roller skates, tennis rackets, badminton rackets. Badminton is a big sport here. Volleyball, balls, the netting, the shoes, camping gear there, cooking gear, backpacks. And I'm going to walk along here. Uh, I'm not going to talk the whole way. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But huge selection of backpacks from very, very large, liter size, down to smaller day type packs, and reasonably priced in my opinion. I'm not an expert on backpacks here. And really surprised me, they have two ways to check out. You can check out through cash registers with cash, or they have self checkout. Can you believe that? Right here in the Philippines, they have self checkout uh, places. I saw a couple people using their credit card or debit card in a little machine scanning their item. They have a person standing there if you need help. This store is, I think it's only a couple of months old, I believe, in the SM Mall in Cebu City, and I'm not sure if they're opening one up at Seaside or not. I have not, at this point in time, seen one in the Ayala Mall. Not sure if they're planning to expand there. They have a huge selection of bicycles and everything from kids' bicycles to foldable bicycles, and I think some of those are powered, battery operated, I believe. Just be careful in storing them inside. Gosh, I think there's a huge number of, like in New York City's just one city commenting. Lots of selections of hats here, and yeah, 590, not cheap, but not that expensive either. If you want one little shade for your head out here near the equator. And they've got shopping baskets at the end of each aisle, which is convenient. Like me, I start walking around without grabbing any kind of shopping basket. Not sure if I'm going to get anything, and I end up carrying a couple items, which wasn't too difficult. But yeah, bought a good pair of newer swim trunks. Gosh, 290 pesos, I think. About $5 US. They seem to be well built as well. I've had to turn the volume down, the background noise. They were playing some that wouldn't fit me, that wouldn't fit me, but I like the style. I think they had some copyrighted music playing off and on in the background, so I don't need to deal with that issue with YouTube. They'll give you choices. Sometimes they'll give you a strike. Sometimes they'll say, "Well, we're not going to give you a strike, but you have three choices. You can replace that music with some of our music. You can delete the audio on that section of the video, and I think you redo it with your own stuff. Like three different choices, I think, which just kind of a pain to have to deal with." So anyway, yeah, kids stuff here. I think that's kids stuff. Huge selection. Full face mask. I bought a couple full face masks. One didn't fit very very well. Very cheap. I think under 900 pesos. I ended up buying one for about 4 or 5 thousand pesos. Fits very well. Works very well. These full face masks. There are reports of some people getting carbon dioxide poisoning, I think, because they don't ventilate the air out properly, out and in properly. So you really want to be careful. You want to purchase one that has been tested and approved. No guarantees on anything, but yeah, huge selection, several aisles of different types of shoes, and good prices, in my opinion. I've been shopping for something like a deck shoe, something with a really good sole on it, because you walk out here and you think you're on solid ground, and somebody has poured some water on the cement, or you hit a different. Now this felt like, yeah, very cheap. I don't know, 1,200, 1,300 pesos, something like that. Felt like the sole I had a pretty good grip even on slippery surfaces, but you really don't know until you're out there. But you'll go from cement to different types of cement on sidewalks, to tile, uh, different different textures of stuff you're walking on, and boy, a little bit of water, grease, something on the pavement, and man, all of a sudden it's like you're walking on ice, and your feet can go out from under you very, very quickly. Look at how far down it goes. Huge place. What's the name of a couple of those places in the USA? It's been a while. Used to stop in one out in the middle of Nebraska. Um, yeah, I don't remember the names of those places. It's been too long. But yeah, there's self-checkout, and then down at the very end you have the cash, and if you want to deal directly. Big heavy jackets. Winter's coming, few months. Winter's coming on. I hope we don't have to worry about that here in the Philippines. But some very, very nicely priced slacks here as well. some cargo type. I like a lot of pockets, and yeah, nice prices, 12.90 on up. So next time I'm in there, I do need a new pair of slacks. I will pick something up. And I've found hopefully they're some of them are more Western cut as well. Yeah, 6.90, nice. It felt like breathable, cool T-shirts there. I'll have to pick up some more. I am getting very short, very short on my clothing stock here. And a lot of the shorts that I bought, the cargo pants, I don't know, just cheap material or what. They rip out. They rip out in the crotch or in the back. You know, I bend over and rip. And so even if you think you're getting a good deal, which oftentimes I paid a fair price, you know, much more than I preferred to, and still doesn't take long, and I get a rip in the crotch or down the inner seam or something like that. Weights, looks like a nice set there. I've got a couple of little barbells I use. I've got some different bands for stretching and isometric type exercises in my condo I live in. Does have a small usable gym, uh, but with my broken shoulder, I can't use a lot of that stuff properly. And there's almost always somebody down there playing. They've got a Bluetooth speaker. They got the music they want to listen to, the noise they want to listen to, plugged into the big Bluetooth speaker. And you know, I've got like 450 books on my phone. And I told a friend, he said, I like to listen to music when I'm exercising. I said, well, I like to listen to books. I'm going to turn on one of my history books, and everybody can listen. Plug it into the Bluetooth speaker. Everybody can listen to my book. You know, why can't you use earbuds rather than playing your stuff or assuming that everybody else wants to? Anyway, boxing gloves and other gloves and probably UFC type gloves, more exercise type things. I've got some of this at home. Strengthen your wrist. Just a huge assortment. And I was surprised. You know, a lot of these stores or malls, somebody will approach you and say, "This is what I need to get walking shoes. I walk a lot." They will, "Sir, you're not allowed to take videos." And I was expecting that here. Security guys, they said hello, didn't bother me. More hats, ladies' hats, guys' hats. And yeah, they let me walk around, take all the video I wanted, free advertising for them. Something like this would be good. A good show. I've had different types of cushion type soles inside of different shoes, and some work fairly well, some don't stay in place very well. They got a buyback policy. They'll buy back some of your goods to help you buy new goods with new stuff. Basketball hoops, basketballs, volleyballs. Yeah, whole aisles dedicated just to one sport. Worth checking out. I enjoyed walking around. I'm surprised I didn't find a lot more to pick up in my next trip in there. But yeah, headlights, sunglasses. If you have been in SM Mall in Cebu City, this is, I think they would call it the first floor, the first upper floor. They got a lower floor where the grocery stuff is and some other stores. You go down when you come in. You walk. Well, it depends on what level you come in at, but they've got that lower grocery store level with other stores, and then if you go up one half level, then it's by the SM Appliance store, uh, kind of where Ace, one of the hardware stores, was it Ace Hardware or True Value? Ace Hardware used to be right near this area. As far as popular sports here, I think basketball. Basketball is one of the most popular. Billiards, surprisingly, to me anyway, is very popular in the Philippines. You can go out in the provinces and they'll have billiards tables set up. And let's see, so basketball, billiards, badminton. Badminton's very popular. You don't see very many tennis courts, but there are a few around. Got to hunt them out a little bit. Um, this SM Mall has a bowling alley, but that's not, you wouldn't consider that a big sport. More and more I see kids out on the sidewalks with rollerblades. So, yeah, good exercise as long as you don't kill yourself. Would be easy to do on some of these obstacle courses that they call sidewalks here. Um, Baseball, gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a baseball diamond in my travels in the Philippines. So I would say baseball's not. Football, uh, they call soccer football here pretty much. So soccer, very popular. But American style football or Australian style or rugby, I did see a couple of years ago. I saw some people playing that, foreigners in an open lot over by Ayala Mall, I think. Bicycles, yeah, more and more people with these crazy government lockdowns. A lot of people bought bicycles. There was huge lack of public transportation. People still had to get to work. It was too far to walk for many of them. Although millions of them did walk, those who still fortunately had jobs. Most people did not have a job or business, and so they went out and they bought bicycles. You'll find some bicycle lanes on some highways. Kind of a, excuse me, this is my opinion. It turns out it's good intentions. Good intentions. How does that saying go? Good intentions. Uh, anyway, they've taken a section out of a overcrowded road already, overcrowded roads, and made a bicycle lane or two. And so now you have even more heavy traffic trying to, and they're sharing. Everybody is using the bike lane. It only makes sense, People do what makes sense in reality. And one thing, there are, yeah, folding bikes there. I don't know if they're electric. I suspect that they probably got a battery in there. Anyway, yeah, reality. Government in their wisdom, they come up with policies that seem like a good idea, and then the unintended consequences. But yeah, not very many enforcers out there on the street either, and a lot of these bicyclists. There's no lights. They're riding at night without any lights at all, as well as motorbikes, jeepneys, other cars with little or no lights, or license or registration. Now, as far as bicycles, there are quite a number of bicycle shops around, and a lot of smaller shops selling bicycles, but there are a few pretty large ones. There's a couple of them down the downtown Cebu City area. I know carry a huge selection of bicycles, and I'm not sure. I'm guessing that. Well, I don't know what the price ranges are, but there was a wide price range, anywhere from about 8,000 pesos on up. I think the highest price one I saw here was 39, about 40,000 pesos, a little less than 800 US dollars. So must be a pretty nice bike. But yeah, all your riding gear, and yeah, one thing that they had a place back here where they put them all together for you. You've got different tires you can buy and change out, I'm sure. The fishing gear, the fact that they didn't have, I did not see it anyway. I walked from one end to the other, and big area, and I think I went up pretty much every lane. I did not see any fishing gear, so I would think that would be a great addition. I don't know how many. Occasionally, you see people with a fishing pole down by the docks, down by the piers. But a lot of people, they just got a fishing line and they're throwing that fishing line out. You got the guys in the small little banca boat, maybe just with an oar. They don't have a motor, but a lot of them have a little motor on there, and they go out. They might have a number of fishing lines. They might have fishing nets. A lot of those guys fish with nets. Um, some have, I guess they're, what would they be? They're some kind of trap to get lobsters, or what do they find down there in the bottom crawling around? Find different types of crustaceans, I'm guessing, not sure. But you'll see them with homemade masks, snorkel type setups, and they'll be diving down to get various types of things for the dinner table or to sell at the market. Basketballs. Look how huge this store is. You can barely see the other end. Something else I didn't see. I did not see any types of optics. You got punching bags, boxing bags, back to the weights, exercise equipment. Um, yeah, they're as huge as they are. I would say they're just lacking a couple of things that I would be interested in anyway. I would like to go fishing. You can find a fishing boat that will take you out going after big tuna and stuff like that. Uh, Off of Mactan, I think, Lapu Lapu over there. You can rent out. A group of you can rent out a boat to go out deep and do that kind of fishing. Um, Pretty sure they would supply you with all the gear and that type of thing. And before we leave here, we'll jump over to their website. It says that they only ship to the United States, but they do have a number of stores. I'll show you that on their website. Stores up in the Manila area. They do not list this new store yet on their website, but you can do shopping online. You can check prices online, which makes it convenient if you're looking for something in particular. Uh, yeah, air mattresses. I presume those are air mattresses, different types of foam mattresses. If you're going to sleep in a tent out on that hard ground, boy, I slept on a lot of hard ground back before they had all this nice cushion padding when I was a kid, camping out on the farm, around the farm, down by the creek, down by the lakes. And man, some nights it would get so cold, wrapped up in your sleeping bag. And I did not see anything boats except for these little rubber boats. This one little rubber boat. So maybe that will be in the future. Not sure. That'll be interesting to see if they would come up with some little bit bigger, heavier duty. You definitely want to carry a patch kit along with you, something like that. Anyway, let's jump over to their store site and give you an idea what's there. Jumping over to decathlon.com, and hello Philippines, so they know I'm in the Philippines. We only ship to the USA. Says that's interesting. They, since 1976, we design, manufacture, offer the best gear at the best prices for more than 80 sports. Shipped only to the USA. Enter the US site or enter the Philippines site, and we'll just find out what's going on here. If they have the Philippines site, I would think they would ship to the Philippines. Wouldn't that make sense? Different types of sports. They got point system. I did sign up. It was a free membership thing. You get points, so you get some kind of discount. You get longer warranties on some of the things or all the things that you buy. I'm not absolutely positive, but so they've got manufacturing agreements, licensees around. China would be a big place. A lot of their stuff is manufactured, I think, no doubt. So you can shop online. Shop online, all sports, men, women, kids, babies, outdoor and travel, accessories, best deals, memberships, and let's just see what stores they have here in the Philippines. And so they have several in the Manila area, looks like. And then they're not showing that map is just stuck right there. So they are not showing the new one here in Cebu City yet. Now, there are a lot of small, very small sporting goods stores. Some of them specialize just shoes, for instance. One specializes in badminton, that type of thing. And I suspect a big box store like this coming in is going to have a major impact on the business of all these other little stores. And a lot of competition. Competition can be good, but it can also drive out a lot of people, a lot of other employees as well, employers and employees. Um, so there you have it. Worth checking out. And if you're looking for lower prices, they're a manufacturer with direct stores with stores. And yeah, I was really surprised at some of the pricing. And I will probably buy a pair of walking shoes there. Check them out. See how long they last. I bought a couple pairs. The pair I brought from the USA lasted me a lot longer than the 3 or 4 pairs I bought here in the Philippines. Not sure why that is. I've walked about the same distance in all of them. I don't know if it's just lower quality or if I was extra hard on them. I don't know. But the shoes I brought, the tennis shoes, the walking shoes I brought from the USA lasted at least 3 years, if not longer. And most of the shoes I bought in here, lucky if they last a year, year and a half, it seems. Don't know why that is, but that's been my experience. Anyway, thanks for coming along. If you're still here, really appreciate that, and safe travels to you all. Hey, Philippines is a great place to travel to visit, to live. See you next time.